Did you see the Social Gloves fight? Yeah, I did. Dude, it had the best ending. Bryce Hall getting not knocked out, but getting knocked down. It sounds messed up because like I'm not really into fighting sports and I don't like, we're a weird society, man. We're like glorifying people getting the shit kicked out of them. But man, watching Bryce Hall get the shit kicked out of him after he talked so much horrible smack on every social media platform, it was just so funny. I saw a hilarious TikTok too that was like from his post-game interview where he's like, I'm not a fighter.
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
I'm gonna knock out Austin because I'm an actual fighter and I got 2 guns right here. I am a fighter. I have a wrestling background.
Yeah, and he's like weirdly specifically been in like 40 or 43 street fights, whatever he said, which is probably one of the cringiest things you can say to like claim how good of a fighter you are. And then just to watch him get messed up, it was just, it's funny. It is exactly what everybody wanted to see. I don't know. I don't like when people make the line that like, oh, they're just playing all of us. They just did it because they wanted to get the bag and he's just putting on a persona. No, I think Bryce Hall is genuinely that freaking delusional in his head. Like, I don't think there's a part of him that goes home and is like, man, we're really manipulating the media today. Everyone believes I'm an asshole. Let's get it. Let's keep getting this money. And deep down, he's actually a good person. I think that he's like just genuinely a little full of himself. And I think that's so satisfying to watch someone talk that much smack and just get... You know what I mean? I would never want to fight. I would never want to box. That's just not my thing. And I definitely respect people who have egos, right? Or at least people who are confident in their abilities. But there's a difference between being confident and being arrogant. But also that Gib fight, I forget who he was fighting. Oh, versus Taylor Holder, right? Wasn't that who it was? Gib 100% won that. I don't know what the refs were smoking. And then FaZe Jarvis, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to talk too much crap about Bryce Hall because, you know, he did get in the ring and it's definitely respectable to at least even put yourself in a situation where you can go out there and have the opportunity for someone to beat the crap out of you. But other than that, I genuinely thought that Battle of the Platforms Social Gloves fight was better than the Floyd Mayweather-Logan Paul fight. The Floyd Mayweather-Logan Paul one was a big spectacle, right? It was a big deal. It was a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter in the world. That's cool all by itself. But there's something more entertaining about watching people who don't really know how to fight, who are like known as influencers and just influencers, boxing. Watching them fight is just funny. Just the fact that he got beat by a 30-year-old man is so funny. Like 30 isn't even old though. It really isn't. Like Floyd Mayweather is like freaking 44 or 43. And I know he's like a freak of nature, right? He's an anomaly, but still, I mean, 30 really isn't that old. So like that was even cringy by itself. And I know he's like, Austin McBroom is considered old among like TikTokers, right? But that's in the grand scheme of things, dude, especially for like physical performance, 30 really isn't, you're not out of it. You could be in amazing shape at 30. And Austin McBroom proved that. He came in with definitely more training. He was at least more aggressive, landed more hits. It was just awesome. It was great. I loved every second of it. Who was I rooting for in the Deji versus Vinny Hacker fight? Yeah, that one's tough because like, I mean, I was obviously rooting for Deji, you know, just because I'm a YouTuber. I remember Deji's fight against Jake Paul in, what was it, 2018 or 2017? And Deji came out of the gate hard. Like he was really going off and he looked really strong. And then I don't know if he like gassed himself out or just started losing his composure and got nervous. But man, yeah, Vinny Hacker just kind of came from behind. Deji was definitely just like hitting way harder at the very beginning. But nah, I definitely do feel bad for Deji in the sense of like, it sucks to like lose to the fight against Jake Paul however many years ago and then to have a chance at redemption to come back and lose your next fight too. Like that's just tough. That's tough, man. So I feel for him, like in that, especially in the public spotlight too, that's not easy to do. The fact that he was even able to give it a second shot is, I think, impressive all by itself. But yeah, I think the biggest and most amazing part was Jarvis's knockout. That was definitely a spectacle, right? That was the only like legitimate knockout, right? Like other fights were called because like somebody was just getting hit too hard, but Michael Lee like fell, you know what I mean? Like Jarvis really came in. So hey, at the end of the day, respect to anybody who, it's more than just getting in the ring and training for something like that. It's another thing to do it in such a public way. Like you're willing to really put yourself out there. And I know it's easy for a lot of people to say that oh, it's for the bag or it's just for the attention, but you can get a lot of negative attention from losing something like that too. So hey, to even do it in such an intense way, yeah, respect to anybody who takes up a fight like that. I would never do that. So overall, FaZe Jarvis, great KO. Love to see it. FaZe up. Gib was 100% robbed. He definitely should have won his fight against Taylor Holder. Shout out to Deji for getting in the ring and coming out super strong right at the very beginning. Still, definitely, you could see he performed way better in that fight than he did in his one against Jake Paul however many years ago. And lastly, Bryce Hall. Dude, you just got your shit rocked, my guy.